just wanted to let you know I've applied for a transfer. Compassionate grounds.
Does Jeff know?
Not yet.
Well, it's a pity to have to lose you.
Really?
Yeah, really. You're the best applicant by a long shot. I was really happy to have you.
Now you're happy to have me gone.
No, it's yours.
No, it better be yours.
Oh, come on. We both know the rules.
Well, one of us does.
It's on the land.
Well, look, it's attached to the land, it's hanging over the water. See, that means it's yours.
You speak it out of your ass, Platt, really.
Don't get abusive with me, Christy. Just do your job.
You see, unlike you, Platt, I like my job, but that doesn't mean I want to do yours as well.
Look, it's on the water. It's a water police case. I mean, what could be simpler?
You need to give it a rest.
No, it's all right, Detective. I'm just educating our colleague here on a finer point of law, right? Your body, your case. Now.
Hang on, we're losing him.
Definitely yours now.
Oh, that Platt, he drives me crazy. I wish he'd get a real job, you know?
Well, this should be routine, right? Abseiling accident.
I don't think so.
Huh?
Not if that's a bullet wound.
Oh, no.
Right, so what do we do here? Right. Right, student ID, his name's Rod Hurl. He's only 15. Hang on. Yeah, Christy.
Yeah, Jack, it's Mick.
Look, mate, looks like there were 2 ropes up here. Yeah, you better come up and have a look.
Listen, mate, we got some important...
Physical evidence we're sifting through here.
Yeah, OK, no problem.
Look, we're a bit busy. Why don't you just tell me what you've got?
Yeah, Jack, I'm looking at some broken bits of a car tail light.
Looks like somebody reversed into this park bench here.
Well, just pick up the pieces, mate, and bung them in a bag. No, mate, don't touch a thing till crime scene have been through there, will you?
What?
No, you know the rules, mate. Just leave it all alone.
Hey, Chop.
Sure, crime scene will be very grateful.
Oh, yeah, we're always trying to help.
OK, we have a 15-year-old boy here with a bullet hole, side of the head.
Got at close range, too. You moved the body?
No, I didn't touch a thing.
So you know he was 15, not 14 or 16?
Oh, well, you probably want to see this. Oh, we didn't touch him. It just fell out of his pocket. Boom.
My experience, that's unlikely.
OK, he was found hanging from a climbing rope. He's been in the water, but only for a few minutes.
No signs of a struggle. No defence wounds.
So what's this, John? OK, he has a watch on, and he's got one down his sock.
We're just lucky that didn't fall out like the wallet, aren't we, Detective?
It's all right.
Morning.
Is it?
Hang on a sec, I just said morning. I didn't say good morning, did I?
Be a smart-ass, Gavin.
Come here. What's this?
What are you
I'm
doing?
looking for the bump.
The bump.
Yeah, you know, wrong side of the bed fall, ouch, bump.
OK, if you really want to know, I didn't get out of the wrong side of the bed. In actual fact, I didn't get to bed. Or at least I got to bed, but I didn't get to sleep because I was so bloody angry that I've been up since 2 a.m.
Whoa, dinner with Mick, right? OK, and it didn't go so well?
On a scale of 1 to 10, -5.
Whoa, my worst was a 0.
I mean, first he's late. Then he forgets to book the restaurant. Then when we do find a place to have a drink and a meal, he sees some mates. And he leaves me sitting at a bar by myself for almost an hour. By which time, Gavin, I want good food.
Right, and it wasn't, huh?
What?
Good.
No! And then he expects me to,
What, to put out?
Well, he can whistle.
Yeah, well, so can I, but that doesn't give you good sex, does it?
Oh, Gavin.
That's not Rod's.
Positive?
Yes. Look, what's all this about? Rod wasn't an abseiler. He's never even climbed before.
I'm quite sure of that.
Not necessarily. He has been involved in some silly pranks lately. Since his father died, he's gone a bit off the rails, but look, he's a good boy. He was supposed to be with his friend, Danny McHugh, last night.
Danny.
McHugh.
Looks like he and Rod Hurley spent some time together. Yeah, they've both had quite a few brushes with the law here.
Define brushes.
All right, vandalism, that was dismissed. Trespass in Board of Works tunnels, train surfing.
Sounds like a case of too much testosterone.
Well, can you have too much?
Oh, dear. OK, so they're both on probation and they're both attending counselling services with the Department of Community Services, all right?
Okay.
Oh.
Jeff?
Go.
Thank you, Helen.
You two keeping busy?
Oh, I have to counsel some troubled youth.
Pity the youth.
Transfer application for Sergeant Simmons. I need you to sign that.
Vanessa?
Yes. You knew?
Oh, yeah, no, I knew that, yeah.
Hey, Woody, how you going?
Well, I haven't found a gun yet, if that's what you mean.
Come on, how hard can it be? It's a handgun.
I know, Sydney Harbour. You'd think I'd have half a dozen by now. But I did find a climber's glove. Now, the victim had a pair on already, so there was definitely two climbers.
Hey, better check this out.
Yeah, gotcha, okay. Hey, listen, Woodsy, duty calls, we'll catch you back. So, would you like any assistance there?
No, thanks. What's the problem? Is your motor stuffed? What's your name?
Hoyle. Albert Hoyle.
Hi, my name's Senior Constable Quinn. This is my partner, Senior Constable Sykes.
Mr. Hoyle?
Call me Albert.
Righto, Albert. It looks like your boat is unseaworthy from where I'm standing.
Pretty quick to jump to conclusions, son.
Albert, where you heading, mate?
Out there?
What, out to sea?
Yeah.
Oh, where's your EPIRB? Have you got a radio? There's no masthead light above the cabin.
But, mate, I've been sailing for 60 years. I know what I'm doing.
Well, it looks like your boat's in danger of sinking, so if you'd like to jump on board our boat...
Look, I'm not leaving this boat. Oh, this is my whole life here.
Albert, we will be taking you back under tow, mate.
Look, I don't need a tow.
You want this thing declared a hazard to shipping? No? Okay.
Here, can you grab hold of that? Where exactly were you heading, Albert?
New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Hmm?
In this?
Yeah. What's the matter with that?
So the glove definitely didn't belong to the deceased. Okay, Helen, thanks. Okay, it seems like there were two climbers. Choppers put the time of death about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, I know. Heaps of people go climbing at that time.
Oh, yeah, well, I knew you had a secret life outside of work.
You know, if this guy lost a glove halfway up, he may have rope burns.
This is Roger Holt. He's, what's your title, Roger?
I'm a caseworker for the Department of Community Services.
Alex Sinclair.
Helena's son, Danny, is a client.
Yeah, so you can see Danny's fulfilling his part of the court order.
Yeah, that's not why we're here. This is another investigation. We need to speak to Danny.
But what's it about?
It'll only take a minute. You can be present.
I'll go and get him.
I'll make us some tea.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh, I'm fine, thanks.
It's the police, Danny. They want to talk to you.
What? But I haven't done anything.
No.
What's going on?
They can't force you to
Oh, this is going to be really helpful.
And you also have the option of asking your legal counsel to be present. No matter how much pressure they
Take it easy.
You're under no obligation to say or do anything.
Safe? So what are you doing here?
Look, it's part of my doc's work experience. I've been assigned to Roger's clients. Been following Danny's case and keeping him on track.
What, by telling him not to cooperate in a police investigation?
We informed him of his rights. Yes, that's part of the job, Jack. He's a good kid.
Right. So if you're a trainee police officer, you're not a social worker, okay?
Well, policing's changed, Jack. Obviously, you haven't noticed.
Danny, where were you last night?
I was here, wasn't I, Mum?
Yeah, that's right. He was. All night.
Do you know Rod Hurley?
Yeah, he's a friend.
His mother said he was meeting with you last night.
Well, he wasn't here.
What's this all about, Detective Christie?
Rod Hurley was found dangling from a climbing rope at Hawkshead. He's dead.
Do you ever go abseiling, Danny? Danny, do you ever go climbing?
A bit.
Can I have a look at your hands? Show me your hands. Any other one? Right. So you do a lot of work with your hands then? Got a few calluses there?
A bit.
A bit. So why would Rod tell his mother that he was seeing you last night?
How am I supposed to know?
Well, there was at least one other person climbing with him, so do you have any idea who that might be?
All right, look, we've already told you. Danny was home all night.
You got your own room, mate? With a window? Is that how you got out?
Right, that's enough. You're just assuming my son's lying because of his past record. You're waiting for him to trip up or something.
Mum, it's okay.
No, Danny, it's not okay. No, he's done nothing wrong. Sounds to me like a simple climbing accident. Danny had nothing to do with it.
Well, thanks for pointing that out, Mrs. McHugh. We'll see our way out. Oh, by the way, it wasn't an accident. Your son's friend was shot. We're investigating a murder.
Sydney Water Police? Yes, madam.
This doesn't mean you and I are over.
You hand me a transfer request. I assume you want out of everything.
The job in Newcastle was too good to pass up, but that doesn't mean I don't want you. Jeff, we're okay. Believe me.
Well, better be. I mean, apart from anything else, it's a bloody long drive to Newcastle.
Sorry, boss.
Ah, good one, Quinn. I take it you were aiming for the pylon?
Sir?
Yeah, no, that'll be fine, Vanessa. You drop those papers on my desk and I'll sign them for you. Sykes?
Yeah, unseaworthy vessel, sir.
Ah, there you are, we made it. Told you. She won't sink on me.
Now, you want a hand unloading all this stuff, Albert?
I'm not unloading. Bit of silicon will fix these holes.
Take a lot more than a bit of silicon to make that thing seaworthy. Don't think of getting to New Zealand now, but you won't make it in this.
Ah, you think so? I'll be halfway across the bloody Tasman before you've had dinner.
I don't think you needed any help. You certainly leapt to Danny's defence.
Well, what mother wouldn't?
Must be really nice for him to know that.
Hey, I'm sure your mother would feel exactly the same.
If Danny needs to talk, give me a call. If not, we'll see you both next week.
Okay.
It turns out the docs have had Sophie counselling this kid for the last 2 weeks.
That reminds me of you, Jack, the caring humanitarian
Well, I tell you what, we're quite watching a tag team wrestling match, right? He's going, oh, you know, I was with her. She's going, yes,
She's with me.
Anyway, hey, listen, what are you doing later? You got any plans? You got any plans with Emma?
No.
You want to come over my place? Watch the footy?
Oh, I'd love that, Jack. That'd be great.
That is a tactic. You are terrified of Sophie. You know you're going to get a lecture. He doesn't want to be alone with her.
In case you're interested, Rod Hurley was shot with a .38 caliber handgun, and we found out where the watch came from.
The burglary happened last night sometime.
Why isn't this area sealed off?
I'll give it a rest, Christie. I mean, it's a burglary. We took a list of stolen items.
And then you forgot about it.
Did you call me over here just to tell me my job again?
No, look, a watch stolen from this place, right, ended up on that body we found this morning.
OK, there are footprints leading over the edge up there. You know, our dead kid could have done this job. Look, they climb up here, they rob the joint, abseil back down, wait till low tide, climb round along the edge of the cliff, back to Hawkshead car park.
40, 50 minutes tops.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's been 3 or 4 bergs within a 5-mile radius in the last 3 weeks.
Always good street security?
Cliff's at the back.
I'll check the files. Copy them to you.
There we go. I'm doing your job again.
Oh, guys,
Hey.
guys.
Well, they're linked to your murder now. That takes precedence. I could get to like you, Christy.
That smells great. What is that? Is it? Yeah, it's curry.
Your favourite?
Oh, Mick's not far behind. He bought a few beers. You're enough for 3?
Yeah, there should be.
Hey, listen, how was Danny McHugh after we left?
Upset.
Was that genuine, or did he put it on for your benefit?
Jack, he's not like that, and even if he was, I can't discuss it with you.
If you see him again, you could just ask him a few
Please
questions off
don't
the
ask
record.
me to do this. I can't. He's Roger's client. We have responsibilities to him.
I didn't mean the obvious, you know?
You can't believe you're asking me to exploit a professional relationship.
Relationship? I mean, that's the first rule. You should never develop a relationship of any kind
Danny
with a
McHugh,
criminal.
he's hardly one of your hardened
Give
criminals.
him time, you know?
I don't need this crap. It'll be ready in 5 minutes.
Yes, that's... So, where you going?
Out for some air.
You missed the lecture, didn't you?
Oh.
Danny! Danny, come back! Danny! Please don't go, Danny!
I'll see if he's all right. Do you want to talk about it? Come on, Danny.
Piss off!
Damn, Roger, it's Sophie. Can you call me? Shit, just ring me.
Open up! Open up! Open up, Freeman, you hear me? I said let me in! Open up! Piss off!
Hey, come.
I said piss off! Open up! Let me in! Freeman!
Jack, it's Sophie. I've got a bit of a problem.
You hear me? Open up!
Whose house is
I don't know. Listen, Jack, can you talk to him? Danny's on probation. If he
Now
was
you're asking
charged
for
years
my
ago-
help. Isn't that breaking
Are you
the
going to be
rules?
a pain in the arse, or are you going to
I
help
mean, he's
me?
going to have to pay for all this damage.
That sounds fair.
Yeah, bloody oath, it's fair.
What's going on here?
Are you the owner, eh?
Yeah, that's right, Jonathan Freeman.
My name's Detective Jack Christie. There's been an incident here and some property damage. Do you want to come with me? Do you know this bloke here?
Hi, do we know each other?
No.
Maybe this vandalism was a case of mistaken identity.
What's the reason for the damage, mate?
Like you said, wrong house.
He's obviously a very disturbed young man. I don't think pressing charges is going to achieve anything to you.
That's a very generous point of view, Mr. Freeman.
No, thank you. Is there anything else?
Do you know Rod Hurley?
Rod, no, I don't believe I do.
Thanks for all your help, Mr. Freeman.
Well, thanks, Sophie, for everything. I know you talked to the cops for me.
That's okay. So, how do you know Freeman?
Look, I better go inside. Mum's gonna be worried.
Hi.
Don't even start.
Soph, listen. I wouldn't dream of it, because I don't want to be the nagging parent, you know?
No, parenting isn't exactly your thing, is it, Jack? It's just biology. Look, Danny is my case too. I want to help him. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I want to help him too. That's why I asked the question.
No, you asked me to spy for you.
Soph, you joined the police force.
Jack, It's easy for you. You are Mr. Black and White, and I'm still trying to sort out all these things. I'm still trying to sort out a lot of things.
Yeah, me too, Soph.
Oh, this isn't working, Jack. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Okay, then. If you're a woman, how would you feel? I'm not pregnant, Gav. I wouldn't know. Look, if Eva goes into labour while I'm here, then I am stuffed because I can't be there. She's going to be on her own, right? Well, if I was Eva, I'd be pretty peeved. Which is what is worrying me. I mean, I'd like to be there. It's just that I can't guarantee it if I'm
Gav,
out on a job. Oh, no, not him again.
He's a persistent old coot.
Yeah.
I didn't know where you were. You want to come back to the house? I just put some coffee on.
So now you're following me, are you?
Look, about last night, right? It's more than just biology. I worry about you, you know? I care about you.
You try to think for me. That's what you do.
Look, I'm sorry I came on so strong, and I didn't mean to upset you.
Yeah, I know. I didn't mean to upset you either. But somehow that's all we seem to do.
Any messages? Oh, Jamie,
If you insist on taking this out, you're going to leave me no choice but to impound it.
Be careful with those things.
Some women's clothes in here, Albert.
And Maureen's. My wife.
Won't she be needing them?
No. She died.
I'm sorry, Albert, I didn't know.
Listen, mate, you mind if I ask, why are you taking all this stuff out in the boat in the first place?
Well, I'm taking them to New Zealand. Now, she's gone. It's the only place I've got any family left, New Zealand. Whakapapa.
He's what?
Sorry?
Whakapapa.
Her transfer's come through and she's leaving at the end of the week.
So why's Vanessa leaving? What's the go?
Jeff will be sad.
Jeff, what are you talking about?
Oh, you're kidding. Jeff and Vanessa.
No.
I thought detectives were supposed to put all the clues together. We've all known for ages.
Yeah, you want to know what goes on around here? Just ask Donna. It's pretty scary.
So, what are you doing there?
Look at this, Jack. See these two pieces? They fit together perfectly. Look at that. This piece I found on top of the cliff. This piece came from the taillight of Jonathan Freeman.
So where'd you get that?
Well, patient, diligent detective work.
Hey, who's Freeman?
I checked Freeman on cops. Now, he's as clean as a whistle.
A serious guy. Who's Freeman?
OK, we think he's a missing part of the jigsaw here, right? OK, we reckon that Danny McHugh and Rod Hurley have been doing these robberies. Now, they were both on the cliff top that night. So was Freeman's car. And for some reason, Danny is shit scared of Freeman. And we should find out why.
I must say I'm surprised to see you again here so soon.
Just need to have a look at your car. Climbing gear.
Yeah, it's my hobby. If you're interested, you can borrow it. Though not this afternoon, because I'm climbing the scarp. Is this what you're looking for?
We just want to examine your car.
Would this have anything to do with my presence in a car park at Hawkshead yesterday morning? Yeah, I drive up there and I go for a bit of a wander. I'm quite fond of a brisk morning walk around the headland. Yesterday, I cracked my left tail light backing out.
What time was that?
Oh, that'd be about 6:30 a.m.
So where were you, say, 4 hours earlier?
I was in bed, away with the fairies.
Any witnesses?
In bed? Oh, alas, no.
So you didn't see anything unusual? No one saw you?
No, no one, in fact. I'm surprised there aren't more people there at the time. The sunrises can be quite spectacular.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Freeman.
You know, there's absolutely nothing to prove him wrong.
He's just too cool.
Hey, what's this?
Home movies, Jack. Bit of a sound problem there, eh?
Yeah, you're funny. What's he doing?
That's Rod Hurley.
And that's a .38 caliber handgun.
This is a search warrant authorising us to search your place for a .38 caliber handgun, one that was used to murder Rodney Hurley.
Rodney Hurley? I don't know Rodney Hurley.
You think you do know him, and Danny McHugh as well. You probably put him up to a couple of robberies, even taught him to abseil.
Oh, is there anything else I'm supposed to have done?
Yeah, we're laying charges for endangering a minor. We've seen the video.
The video? What video?
Why did you deny knowing Rod Hurley?
Well, I didn't know that was his name. I knew him only as John, and that's just a game.
Wouldn't cards be safer?
Yeah, it would, but you don't get the rush, do you? You know what's heat without cold? What's black without white? How can you feel alive unless you face death?
Rod Hurley doesn't feel alive anymore. Someone shot him dead at close range. They put a gun against his head, and they pulled the trigger.
I don't have a gun.
You do on a video.
That's John's. I mean, Rod's gun. His game, his idea, his gun. He's a very strange boy.
Okay, who's the third person in the room? The person holding the camera.
You know, for the life of me, I can't remember.
Why are we being shown this?
See here. You see how the cameraman's hand reaches across the screen?
Is that your bracelet, Danny?
No.
Well, it looks like it.
I mean, there's heaps of them around.
Come on, what's going on here, Danny? Somebody left this tape on our car. Was it you?
What's going to happen to that man?
Nothing. Nothing. We can't charge him because the search of his house revealed nothing.
Yeah, but he did see us receive the tape, right? So he'd be smart enough to cover his tracks. Huh? Sort out his story. What do you think, Danny?
Look, I wouldn't know.
OK, look at the screen. Look at it. Freeman gets off on this, he tapes it, and he gets off on it.
Yeah, well, that's not Danny with that camera.
Mrs. McHugh, Rod Hurley is dead, right? And it's about time somebody started telling the truth.
Well, it's not my son. Come on, Danny, let's get out of here.
Oh, hey, I heard you were down here. Roger's in court at the moment, and he said for me to ask if there was anything at all that we could do.
No, we'll be fine, Soph. We've got each other.
Hey, do you remember a couple of months ago when I first met my mother?
Yeah.
I asked her if she was sorry that she'd adopted me out. You know what she said? She said no, and she said that she'd made the right decision and that her life was better because of it.
So what's this got to do with...
The point is, Jack, she obviously decided she was better off without you too. You ever thought she might have had good reason?
Oh, here's something.
What, you got something on now?
I'll go. No, his wife, Maureen.
Well, apparently she died about a year ago, so...
That's strange then.
Why?
She paid a driver's license renewal last week.
Why aren't they arresting him?
Who? What, Freeman?
Oh, no, I gave him the tapes. What else do they need?
Danny, what are you talking about?
Forget it.
Now, listen, I really want to help you here, but you have to trust me. Right? If you know anything about Rod's death, you have to tell them.
I can't, Sophie. Mum doesn't know about those other robberies. And I can't hurt her anymore. Like, I can't hurt her ever again.
Look, I'm on your side, okay? You got talk to me.
He used to make us play this stupid game. It was like a test of loyalty. It was meant to keep us together, you know, keep us strong.
What game?
Freeman's too smart. I'll never catch him.
I think you should talk to my father, Detective Christie. He'll help you.
Your father? Your father's Detective Christie?
Look, I know, I should have told you.
You lied to me!
Danny!
There's no answer. Albert must be still working on his boat.
So this is Mrs. Hoyle.
Seem like a couple of happy souls.
Photos are in the bin, mate.
Yeah, and where is our Mrs. Hoyle, huh? Look, surely Albert wouldn't be skipping the country because he bumped his missus off, though.
Go. It's 2 to 3 days old.
Oh, is that right, Bush Tucker man?
This is a grave, it's a crime scene.
All right, well, before we call the troops in, let's just make sure that this is a grave, otherwise we're going to look like total idiots.
Well, you could just ask me.
You scared the cripes out of me, Albert.
Yeah, you're right, it is a grave. But it's not hers, if that's what you're thinking.
What, us? No, we weren't thinking that. No.
Well, it's Whitey, our dog. Maureen left me 3 months ago. Ran off with Archie Myers.
Sorry to hear that, Albert.
Married 40 years ago last March. She wanted to start over, whatever that means. So when Whitey went, there's nothing to keep me here. I just wanted to get back home.
To your,
Whakapapa.
Whakapapa.
Yeah.
Freeman's a head case. It's worth getting him psychologically evaluated.
No, he's bad, but he's not mad. Unless we can find the gun or someone who's willing to tell us what went down in this video, it's useless.
Maybe we're showing it to the wrong person.
Freeman plays this game with him, right? He's sick.
Look, if you're after information on Danny, you have to ask my boss. I can't.
So, we're never going to get this prick unless Danny cooperates.
We need to bring him in.
You know, I was hoping you'd talk to him, you know, try and turn him around.
Alex and Claire.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that...
So?
Okay, Danny. Right, that was Danny. He said get over to Freeman's. All the evidence we need is there now.
Let's go.
I'll check the garage.
Right, somebody's done a job in here. Looks like they found what we didn't.
Well, I had a search warrant, Jack, not a demolition order.
Danny did this.
Oh, it appears that way.
Okay, both sets of climbing gear are missing from the garage.
Okay, what did Freeman say Wednesday was climbing day at the Scar?
Surprise! What do you want? What's the matter, Jonathan? Huh? Regretting the fact that you taught me and Rod how to abseil? Hey, stop that. Or what? Huh? You'll shoot me? Like you shot Rod? That's gonna be a little hard, isn't it? Seeing as though I've got this. Yeah. You'll recognise it, Jonathan. Huh? All those happy hours playing with it? You shouldn't have never let me see where you kept it. Danny, don't be stupid. What's the matter, Jonathan? Huh? This is your favourite game. Come on, Daddy, there were never any real bullets in it. Yeah, well, it's real when you shot Rod. Daddy, we never played the game with real bullets. Never! Well, this time it's real. Please, Danny, don't. Please! You killed him! Must have been a bit of a rush, eh? Huh? Come on, Dad. He was stealing from us, mate. He was robbing from both of us. Might take your share, come on. I don't care about the money. Rod was my mate. I cared about him. I shouldn't have run when you told me to.
Hey, guys! We got a rope here!
Put it to his head? Huh? Huh? We blow him off the cliff edge? Huh?
Look, Danny, we can work...
Now it's your turn.
Danny! Danny, this is Jack Cresty. Help! Drop the gun.
No! He's gonna pay!
Daddy, please, don't do it!
You lied to me!
Daddy!
That's one down. 5 to go.
Okay, if he points a gun at him again, shoot him.
No!
That was your freebie. 4 to go.
Daddy!
Danny! We don't want you to shoot anyone, not even him. And if we have to, we'll take you out, believe me.
How you feeling, Jonathan? Getting that rush yet?
Well, you want some money? I've got heaps of money. I'll give you money. I'll give you money. I'll give you all my money. Danny, come on. I'll give you my money, Danny.
Drop the gun, Danny.
Oh, Danny. Sorry.
That should cool him off.
Geez, Jack. How'd you know he was going to land in the water?
Full confession from Freeman on the Hurley homicide. Half a dozen burglaries cleared up. No, I'd say that was a pretty fair day's pay.
Yeah, Jeff, can I get away half an hour earlier today?
Oh, really? Oh, come on, Jack. You've still got time to intercept a drug shipment or two.
Just family problems, you know.
No problem, mate. Out you go.
Oh, Jack, before you go, can we grab a few dollars off the both of you?
Yeah, Jack, this is a collection for an old guy whose wife dumped him, his dog died. We're trying to raise him some money for a ticket to New Zealand to see his whakapapa.
What?
It's a Maori word for extended family.
Doesn't sound like a registered charity, Sykes.
Well, think of the money we're saving in diesel by not having to chase him around the harbour all day.
What?
Yeah, think of the money I just lost, all right?
I've been making a list. A list of the things that I've done in the last 3 months that I'm not proud of.
Long list, is it?
Too long for my liking, yeah. You're on it a few times, along with a whole heap of other stuff that I probably should do something about, but some of it's in the too hard box, you know? But you I can do something about. I can tell you that I'm sorry. I treated you badly the night before last, and I apologise, Emma.
You treated me really badly, Mick.
Emma, I know. I've treated you badly before, too, and I'm sorry about that.
Mick, you know what? Mick, I'm not there for your convenience, you know?
No. But that's how I've used you. As some sort of emotional escape. And I know it's no excuse, Emma, but maybe that's got something to do with all the other things on the list. The things in the too hard box. And I'm sorry. I don't think you and I is a good idea. I mean, I tried to convince myself at first that it could be, but I haven't been doing you any favours, have I?
No, not really.
So, if we can be friends, that'd be good. And if we can't, then we'll have to find another way to work together.
Fair enough. You didn't deserve that kiss.
I know.
I'm just too soft-hearted. That's my problem.
What are you doing?
Moving out.
Why?
Because, Jack, you will do anything to solve a case, including walk all over me.
Look, I'm sorry I asked you to snoop. I'm a cop.
I know you're my father, but what were you thinking? Me moving in here, it's crazy. My real mother dumped me. I can't make up for that by living here with you. Besides, what have we got in common?
She dumped me too.
Okay, so we have one thing in common.